glad to have you with us from Stillwater, Oklahoma, Boone Pickens Stadium. EA Sports College Football ready to roll in Week 3. It's the West Virginia Mountaineers and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, the Mountaineers head coach told me pregame he is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Mountaineers ready to kick it away first. Coming out with it, it's Page. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Cowboys offense will take the field first. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. They'll send the back in motion. Moves the pocket. It's Peters. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Turns it upfield. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. 3rd and long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Rush right in his face. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Cowboys decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. So West Virginia's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
Now, he was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Hawkins. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. They'll run him again. Fighting off the defender. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Keeps it himself. He'll do it himself. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 Conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
From the gun, it's Udo. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Joyner. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB. Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Michael Hawkins on the play action. Rolls right. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Play action on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Looking for a crease. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Powers inside. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Hand it to the back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's take a look at the numbers for these two guys so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to throw. It's Peters. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. And the Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Nestles it in at the 35. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply...
There he goes down the right side. 10. Touchdown, Mountaineers. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And what execution by the offense. The quarterback making the right decision on the defender quickly. Get it to your running back. And how about the wide receivers and everybody else blocking in space, create an alley so the running back can do the rest and make the huge play for the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Page. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Back to pass, it's Peters. Myers on the move. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. The Cowboys send out the punt unit. Searching for space. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. This offense has it with really good field position. They go play action with Hawkins. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Now here's Michael Hawkins. Back's got it on the screen. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on third down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll bring it out. It's Page. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolute.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to get the corner. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. On the option. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. The Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Sells the run, looking to pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Sets his feet. It's Peters. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Here's the snap. Ready to cut one loose. Rush is on. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Cowboys will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll run it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Cowboys will use their first timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. The Cowboys will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. He gets a block, and he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Looking for the edge. Now the toss. Enough to move the chains. There he goes. Touchdown, West Virginia. Great job by the back on the option. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
Fielded in the end zone, it's Jones. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen,
It's a seam wide open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking downfield, it's Peters. They're all over him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch. In the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
West Virginia uses a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
On the return, it's Jones. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity.
Found the seam on the left. After that big game, maybe no longer content to just run the ball and go to the locker room. Timeout taken now by Oklahoma State. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Clock's still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Unloads it downfield. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. Let's begin with a look at Virginia, taking on the number 7 team, the SMU Mustangs. And it's the Cavaliers, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. They finally break into the win column after starting the year 0-3. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. We shift our attention back to our game here in Boone. What a day so far from that stud linebacker. He's truly the quarterback of that defense, and he's really dictating the way things are going. A dynamic defender in every sense of the word. And with that, let's head back to the home of the Pokes and Boone Pickens Stadium.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Hey guys, the Mountaineers head coach told me at the half. He spoke to his team in the locker room at halftime about how well they started that first half, but it's not good enough. They are off to a good start in the Big 12 play, conference opener, but he said, I know our opponents are going to pour on the gas and be even better in the third. We have to match that energy here at kickoff.
Okay, Holly.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Could not make his way to the corner. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Quarterback signaling to his guys. They'll give it to Joyner. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Mountaineers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches.
Ready, go!
Pulls it. Keeps it on the option. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Pulls it again on the option. Breaks into the open. The 40, the 30. He's at the 10, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
This quarterback is so unique, and he's so special because of his running ability, his wiggle, his speed, and his burst in the open field. He's like a running back playing the quarterback position, and he shows you that on that play.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. And off to Jones. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Back to throw, it's Peters. Under pressure, and they got him.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Hunt is on its way. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. West Virginia has it and the offense ready to go to work. They're starting this drive with a massive lead and they just want to finish strong. Throwing, Hawkins. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. A lot of ground to cover and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Udo. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. Keeps it himself. Keeps it himself. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down. The Mountaineers line up to punt it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more... And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now, after the sack, there is a man still down. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Peters. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Cowboys will line up to punt it away. That is a cannon shot, and it's headed out of bounds. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. West Virginia starts this drive, and the offense looks ready to go. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Hits inside, it's Udo. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Michael Hawkins. Going over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick give. It's Udo. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
There he goes. He's at the 40. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The Mountaineers are marching down the field. Trying to get the corner. Keeps it on 1st down. Might have a chance. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Excellent pass by the back on the option. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
And the offense doing a nice job mixing the option play on that drive. They're able to get the defense outflanked. Nice decision by the QB, pitching it outside wide, and the running back using his speed.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Page. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield, it's Peters. Oh, pressure's coming. Got his man on the right. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Tight end now in motion. Left side, it's Brown. Makes a grab and room to run. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The Cowboys, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Drops back on first down. Lets it fly. Got it down the field. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Second and long here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit.
Number 16 on the field goal.
Good, right down the boulevard. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. And he takes this from inside the 5. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Michael Hawkins on the play action. Finds his back in the middle. Plows through the defense. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Thompson. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Wide receiver going in motion. On the option. Turning it on! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for the edge. The pitch. Here's a little room there. They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has this defense's head spinning with the option.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
When you run the football and then throw in the play action, it's such a tricky thing for the defense. Do I play run? Do I come up fast? It opens those holes right behind the linebackers and between the safeties to make the passing game just a little bit easier.
Knocked out of bounds and sticking with that running game as they get deeper in the red zone.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
Run in the red zone. It's Thompson. And they swarm him under. Looks as if we have an injured Cowboy on the play. That is their sophomore defensive tackle. They're very high on his future. Holly Rowe will get us up to date on how he's doing. And the Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Trying to slip through and pick it up. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
And 4th down and short nowadays, man, it means green light. Keep your foot on the gas, stay aggressive. They opt to go for it, forget the field goal. Nice job by the quarterback, getting rid of the football, making sure you have enough to get the 1st down. Now set up in a great situation with a 1st and goal.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They go play action with Hawkins. Backs looking for the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And they'll spot it at and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand, and he's brought down after a short gain.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward. And this was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
And the Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Pulls it on the option. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down. The Cowboys kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.